The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldogs football is coming your way on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High football is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from John Wall Field in Cedar Rapids. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It's a chilly Friday night under the lights as your Ottumwa Bulldogs get ready to take on the Hawks of Cedar Rapids Prairie. Ottumwa comes in with a record of 2-2 under head coach Brian Goodman, now in his fourth season. And the Bulldogs are on a two-game losing streak after dropping the decision to Burlington last week, 42-7. Ottumwa started well last week against Burlington, but once the momentum swung in favor of the Greyhounds, the Bulldogs were powerless to stem the tide. It's not as if OHS couldn't move the ball. They rushed for 255 yards with both Abaya Salema and Cam Maneri topping the 90-yard mark, but Ottumwa failed to complete any of its 4 pass attempts, and more importantly, they coughed the ball up 4 times while failing to force a turnover for the first time all season. The defense spent too much time on the field and was worn down as the game went along, although linebackers Cooper Derby with 15.5 tackles and Cam Maneri with 10.5 tackles turned in standout performances. A month of the season is now behind the Bulldogs, and they're getting ready to face the heart of their Class 5A schedule. This is the first of 2 straight trips to Cedar Rapids. We're here taking on Prairie tonight. Next week we'll be a few miles north at Kingston Stadium to take on Cedar Rapids Jefferson. Tonight is the much tougher affair. Jefferson is a team Ottumwa blew out last year and hopes to beat again this year, while this is a Prairie squad that went to the state quarterfinals a year ago and is ranked 8th in the state this season. So Ottumwa really has its work cut out for them tonight. In fact, this might be the only ranked team Ottumwa faces all season long. And the Bulldogs will have to play their A game if they want to be competitive tonight here on the road. Ottumwa and Cedar Rapids Prairie kickoff at the bottom of the hour. We're just getting started on the Bulldog football pregame show. When we return after this 3-minute timeout, we'll take our first close look at the Prairie Hawks and how they've gotten to number 8 in the state. That comes your way after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
The Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course is your home for chef-inspired cuisines. This is Chef Michael, and I invite you to come discover the Wood Iron Grill. From the delectable food that we serve to the gracious hospitality that we provide, we are the destination for an unforgettable dining experience that promotes conversation, laughter, and friendships. Enjoy our warm atmosphere and our breathtaking panoramic views. If you're looking for extraordinary flavor and impeccable service, it doesn't get any better than the Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time. For hours and specials, like us on Facebook.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Lydia Willits will do the ceremonious lighting. A special thank you.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs on the road tonight to take on Cedar Rapids Prairie. And it is homecoming for Prairie tonight as well. The Hawks are 3-1. A year ago, they were 8-3. They lost in the Class 5A state quarterfinals to eventual state runner-up Ankeny. Mark Bliss is in his 8th season at Prairie. He's 50-24 with the Hawks. And in a coaching career that spans over 30 years in 7 states, he's 209-81 overall. He spent 8 years building Prairie into a perennial playoff squad. They run a single wing offense that almost no one else uses. That makes them very difficult to prepare for. Running back Mikkel Taylor rushed for 1,150 yards last season, and he's averaging 6 yards per carry this season. He has 3 rushing and 3 receiving scores. Quarterback Cal Sullivan has thrown for 444 yards, and he's rushed for 348 more, so a true dual-threat QB. In front of them is quite possibly the biggest O-line Ottumwa will face all season, with an average weight of 286 pounds and ranging in weight from 245 to 320. They've got 2 linemen over 300 pounds. In their season opener, now number 1 Pleasant Valley handled them pretty easily, 36-7, but the Hawks have won 3 straight since. They did have to rally in the fourth quarter last week to beat winless Bettendorf 18-17, but Bettendorf is better than its record shows. Prairie will face number 5 Southeast Polk in 2 weeks, so there's a chance their game plan will be fairly simple tonight. Don't want to put too much on film. Still, with a dual-threat quarterback, a 1,000-yard running back, and a college-size offensive line, even Prairie's simple plays on offense will be difficult to stop. So that's a first look at the challenge presented to Ottumwa tonight by Cedar Rapids Prairie on the Hawks' homecoming. These two teams would have met last year. They did not. Why? We'll explain when we come back after this 3-minute timeout and tell you about the last meeting between Ottumwa and Prairie and the recent series. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
What do you look for when choosing a bank? One that's locally owned with fast and friendly service from neighbors who know your name? Are you looking for a bank that is growing and gives back to the communities it serves? Is the convenience of reliable online and mobile banking important to you? Do you need knowledgeable lending experts who make it easy and are empowered to say yes? We have it all at Iowa State Bank in Fairfield. Bank with us. myiowastatebank.com.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
This is Nancy with Falvey Lumber. Come see the noticeable savings with the drop in lumber prices, just in time for all your fall projects. Whether you're building a new deck or remodeling that bathroom you've been putting off, Falvey Lumber has you covered for everything you need. We've got 2 convenient locations, Merino Avenue in Eddyville across from the BP, and on Clinton Street in Albia just off the southwest corner of the square. Check out the progress on our new showroom at the Eddyville location. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs on the road at Cedar Rapids Prairie tonight. Now, this is the segment of the pregame show where we talk about the last meeting between these two teams, and the last meeting note comes with an asterisk this week. Ottumwa would have hosted Prairie last year, but COVID and injury issues forced OHS to forfeit the contest. And, well, it's always disappointing to not be able to play. That last year was a much-needed respite after the Bulldogs had not only dealt with a bunch of injuries but also suffered back-to-back blowout losses in which they were shut out. Ottumwa would bounce back from the unexpected bye week last year to beat Cedar Rapids Jefferson at home the following week. The Bulldogs faced Prairie 4 straight years from 2014 to 2017, but failed to stay close in any of those matchups. They only scored more than once in one of those games, a 45-20 loss in 2015. In the last meeting in 2017, Prairie won 56-7, and the only OHS score was a Sam Yeway kickoff return for a touchdown. Looking down on the field here, as the Prairie Marching Band is down below us on the track. You can probably hear them playing the fight song here for the home fans. They've already got a color guard out in midfield with the American flag and the state of Iowa flag getting ready for the national anthem. Also, if you're watching on the live video stream, you can see a whole line of Cedar Rapids firefighters on about the 40-yard line. Now, even if you're watching on video, there's one thing you can't really get, and that's the smell of the game, and right now the smell is that of smoke, but it's not a concern. You see, one of Prairie's old traditions that they've revived on their homecoming is, and they have it in the beyond the south end zone, they took a giant pea and lit it on fire and then sang the alma mater. It's kind of cool, actually. Annie and I both took pictures of it. I did tweet a picture of that burning pea on our on my personal Twitter account at JVAPXP. There is some smoke floating over the field as the wind is blowing it south to north-ish, and hopefully that smoke will be cleared by the time we kick off. Shouldn't kick off for another 15 minutes or so. But it looks like they're getting ready for the national anthem here. And they're also going to honor firefighters, law enforcement, and emergency personnel. So I think what we'll do right now here, Annie, is we will take a 3-minute timeout. Hopefully the national anthem will be encompassed during this time. And then we'll return and talk about one of the keys for Ottumwa tonight and trying to keep this matchup close against number 8 Prairie. So 3 minutes and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. We specialize in geriatrics, internal medicine, family practice, and we see patients of all ages. We have an entire pediatrics team ready to serve you year-round. We also have quick care walk-in available Monday through Friday from 7 to 5. From babies to grandparents and everything in between, we are here for you at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
At Line X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line X spray-applied bed liner is ready for the long haul. Line X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line X of Ottumwa.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Introducing Low Price Lockdown at Hy-Vee. We're locking down prices on hundreds of your favorite everyday items. Prices are locked down for months and months on major leading name brands. The products that you like, the products that you want, and products that you'll want to stock up on. And all of the prices are locked down until we unlock them and lower them even more. Low Price Lockdown, only at Hy-Vee.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs on the road taking on the Prairie Hawks tonight. And the key to this season, and it's been true through the first 4 games, and it's probably going to be true through the final 5. Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. We started the season praising Ottumwa for its ability to take the ball away from the opponent while mostly protecting it themselves. That trend crashed to a halt last week as the Bulldogs gave up 4 turnovers to Burlington without forcing any themselves. The turnover margin, which was +5 in Ottumwa's 2-0 start, now sits at 0, 7 takeaways and 7 giveaways. Prairie, meanwhile, is +4 in turnover margin through its first 4 games. 3 of their 5 takeaways came in one game, their win over Cedar Falls. What's more impressive for the Hawks is, after throwing a pick in the season opener, the loss to Pleasant Valley, Prairie has committed 0 turnovers in the past 3 games. Ottumwa might want to end that streak if they want to have a chance to be competitive here tonight. All right, another 3-minute timeout. We'll be back and check the out-of-town scoreboard on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Are you in need of an electrician and wondering who to call? Call O'Brien Electric. I'm Steve O'Brien with O'Brien Electric with over 25 years of experience. We specialize in commercial and residential work in Ottumwa and surrounding area. We do solar work, including complete ground systems or roof mounting. All the paperwork for the power company is taken care of for you.
Call O'Brien Electric at 641-680-0327. That's 680-0327 for reputable quality electrical work.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center 24 hours a day, 844-430-8520.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. I thought we were doing Friday night football, but apparently it's the 4th of July. Cedar Rapids Prairie with a full-on fireworks show, and he's going to turn the camera here so we can get a look at it. If you're watching on our live video stream and the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page, bet you weren't expecting some fireworks, but here you go. Bulldogs getting ready to take on the Hawks. Game 5 of the season, Ottumwa 2-2, Prairie ranked 8th in the state in Class 5A, 3-1. Their only loss is Pleasant Valley, who's now #1 in the state. Captains approaching midfield. Tanner Shark, Gail Batras, Cooper Derby, Luke Gravy for Ottumwa. John Harden would be there, but he's injured. For Prairie, we have Mikkel Taylor, Cal Sullivan, Cale Defliger,
Ladies and gentlemen, may you please direct your attention to the center of the field.
Braden Dirksen, who is not in uniform tonight. That's interesting. He is a highly recruited tight end. He's going not Division I, but well recruited and going to play Division II, but not in uniform tonight. That's interesting. And there's one more captain that whose number I was unable to see. Prairie won the toss and looks like they've elected to receive, so it will be Hawk football to begin the game. Ottumwa will kick off. Bulldogs will kick with the wind at their back, I believe. Moving right to left as we look at it. Out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Davis County is hosting Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Davis County an early 6-0 lead in that game. Cardinal heads to Van Buren tonight. Pekin hosting Columbus. Albia home to PCM. Centerville heads to Williamsburg. Fairfield plays at Keokuk. Oskaloosa hosting Clear Creek Amana. And Sigourney Kyoto welcomes Pella Christian. And if we get any further score updates, we will pass those along. And actually, a change in the score, an update in the score for Davis County EBF. The Rockets have taken an 8-6 lead in the first quarter. I want to give a thank you to my good buddy Scott Jackson, our good friend of the Ottumwa Courier, who's at that game tonight and tweeting updates. So here we are at John Wall Memorial Field, Cedar Rapids Prairie High School. Bulldogs in the road whites, red lettering, red numbers, red stripes on the shoulders, red pants with a white stripe, white helmet with a red stripe and a red O. Prairie has orange jerseys, black sleeves, white numbers, black pants, black helmets with the Prairie Hawk logo. Juan Valdez will kick it off for Ottumwa. And back deep for Prairie They've used Mikkel Taylor and Casey Kelly on returns, although they've got Apollo Payne back there as one of the return men right now. Can't quite pick up the number on the other player, but we're ready to go here from Cedar Rapids. Valdez, a left-footed kicker, approaches the ball. Foot to leather, here we go. High end-over-end kick, backing up and playing it in the end zone, and it is a touchback. The official didn't blow his whistle right away. That would have been Casey Kelly on the return, but in the end zone, high school football, that is an automatic touchback, and Prairie takes over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Clock should say 12 minutes, but because the official didn't blow his whistle immediately, a second ran off, so 11:59 on the clock as the Hawks open the first drive of the ballgame. That is a big offensive line. Cale DeFleeger, 6'5", 320. Carter Dawley, 5'11", 265. Braylon Edwards, 6'3", 285. Will Vlasic, 6'2", 245. Ethan Kirk, 6'4", 315. Single wing formation. The quarterback, Cal Sullivan, rolling out to his right, looking deep, and now he's going to pump, tuck, and run, and he's forced out of bounds. Was able to tiptoe the sideline for some extra yardage before Ethan Renteria chased him out of bounds. Renteria appearing in a game for the first time this season, first time in a while. He was injured midway through last season. Getting the start at strong safety tonight. We'll run down the lineups as we get an opportunity. Sullivan with the gain of 9 on first down. Boy, he really tiptoed that sideline. Well, that single wing formation, you've got the quarterback with backs next to him, and you never know who's going to get the snap. And this time it is a direct snap to Mikkel Taylor, their 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago, and he's out across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 9 and a Hawk first down. Cam Maneri on the stop. He had 10.5 tackles last week. The misdirection of this single wing offense is very difficult. Saw some of that in the freshman game. Ottumwa dropped the freshman game 34 to 13. Bulldogs did win the second half. They had the only score of the second half. There's 2 wings in this formation, and it's a pitch forward to Taylor. This is a pitch pass. He's around the left side. Good pursuit, though, by Ottumwa. And driving him out of bounds over there, or near out of bounds over there, is Ryan McKinnon, who's not afraid to stick his nose in there and make it stop. That, again, that should go in the book as a pass. Sullivan caught it, just flipped it forward. Gain of 6 out to the 44-yard line. Second down and 4. Casey Kelly is that single wingback, although they have 2 wingbacks in this formation. Kelly in motion. And, boy, it's hard to tell who had the ball, but Ottumwa figured it out. They made the tackle on the left side. That was Mikkel Taylor.
Made in there by number 4,
and Cam Maneri made the stop, no gain, third down and 4.
The line of scrimmage, that'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
Third down and 4 for Prairie, opening possession from their own 44-yard line. Chance for Ottumwa maybe to get off the field here. Wing back in motion, snap bobbled, caught, and they get it outside, and Ottumwa's going to stuff this for a loss as the Bulldogs' pursuit gets to Colin Velke, the number 2 halfback, and he loses 2. And it is 4th down and 6 back at the 42-yard line, and here comes the punt unit. Brady Stifler is their punter, averaging just 29 yards a kick. That's a good job by Ottumwa to deal with some of that misdirection. Bulldogs trying to get somebody off the field here. Renteria leaves, Abias Salema comes on, Ottumwa takes the timeout, as they didn't want to get caught with too many men on the field. Timeout Ottumwa. That's brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 9:41 first quarter, no score, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
9:41 first quarter. No score. And Cedar Rapids Prairie now does not have their punt unit on the field. They've got 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Cal Sullivan back to pass. Throws it out to the right, and it is dropped. It would have been a first down. Prairie decided to go for it from their own territory. Apollo Payne, their number 1 wide receiver, was open on the sideline, and he drops it. And Prairie turns it over on downs. Ottumwa takes over in plus territory. First down and 10 at the Prairie 42. And apparently that play took no time off the clock. The clock still says 9:41. Well, Prairie tried to catch Ottumwa napping after the Bulldogs called timeout. Now Ottumwa takes over. Tanner Shark under center. Wingbacks either side. Abaya Salema in motion. Quick give to Cooper Derby. Finds a hole left side. 35, 30, down the sideline. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Cooper Derby on Ottumwa's first play from scrimmage goes 42 yards, and Ottumwa strikes first against number 8 Prairie. Well, how about that? Prairie went for it on 4th down, didn't convert, and Ottumwa made him pay immediately. Cooper Derby, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Valdez on for the extra point. Luke Gravy, the snapper, Mike Kane, the holder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, kick is good. Ottumwa 7, Prairie nothing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After Cedar Rapids Prairie went for it and failed on 4th down, Ottumwa needed just 1 play to go 42 yards. Cooper Derby running it in from his fullback position. The drive took 11 seconds, the extra point good, and Ottumwa leading number 8 Prairie 7-0, 9:30 to go first quarter. Juan Valdez will kick it away to the Hawks for the 2nd time. Left foot to football, end over end, kind of a sidewinding kick actually, taken at the 6 by Casey Kelly up to the 10, 15, 20, big haul, 25, 30, cutting outside 35, 40, 45, 50. Ryan McKinnon trying to get him on the angle, slows him down. He's caught from behind at the 20-yard line by Donald Golick. A touchdown saving tackle, but a big kick return for Casey Kelly of 75 yards, and Prairie is only 20 yards away from tying this game. Make it 19 yards, as that's where they'll mark him on the Ottumwa 19. Boy, there was just a huge opening up the middle, and then as Ottumwa scrambled to close it up, Kelly cut to the outside and got to the sideline. McKinnon slowed him down, and Golick was able to catch up from behind. Now the first down snap. Sullivan, the quarterback, keeping it right side to the 15. Chopped down as he gets to maybe the 13-yard line for a gain of 5. Luke Gravy on the stop, gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. Tight formation here for Prairie, no wideouts, although now they'll shift a little bit, but still nobody really out wide. Kelly, the wingback on the right side. He goes in motion, the snap directly to Mikkel Taylor, and he's inside the 10, breaks a tackle inside the 5, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Renteria had half a shot at him, about 3 yards downfield, but Mikkel Taylor at 6 feet 200, a pretty big back, able to shrug off the arm tackle and get into the end zone for 6. For Taylor, that is his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Spread out formation here. Prairie may go for two. Now they'll bring everybody in and switch into a place kicking formation. Sawyer Slezak is their extra point kicker. He's 8 of 9 on the season. They also have a different kicker for field goals. Sullivan's a holder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. 8:34 first quarter, tied at 7. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the 76-yard kickoff return by Casey Kelly, Cedar Rapids Prairie needs 2 plays to go, 19 yards. Mikel Taylor, a 13-yard touchdown run. The drive took 45 seconds. The extra point good. Ottumwa and number 8 Prairie are tied at 7, 8:34 to go here in the opening quarter. Jake Collett is their kickoff man. Left-footed kicker. Hits a high end-over-end kick. That'll be taken by Abaya Salema at the 13-yard line. To the right, to the 15, to the 20, and he's hit at about the 23 and driven back. And Ottumwa will take over there. First down and 10, 8:28 to go here in the first quarter. Game tied at 7.
Abaya Salema on the return. The tackle.
Ottumwa first downs this season brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. Okay, why is the ball at the 19-yard line? He was hit at the 23. Okay, they are going to put it down to the 23. Somebody had set the ball at the 19-yard line. That made no sense at all. But now they do mark it at the 23. Well, Ottumwa's run one offensive play. It's gone for 42 yards and a touchdown. If they continue that touchdown per play ratio, this should be something special. 2 wide to the left. Single wing back left. Fullback behind Shark. Tanner gets a snap. Another quick give to Camineri this time. He bounces it outside, dragging a tackler with him ahead of the 30-yard line. Didn't look like he had anything initially, but a good stiff arm. And a good bounce outside by Camineri gets him 7 yards. Second down and 3. Again, Ottumwa moved the ball last week. 255 rushing yards. Just was 0 for 4 passing and had 4 turnovers. The Bulldogs have found something that works pretty consistently this year in terms of running the football. Second down and 3. William Howard wide left. Shark under center. Luke Gravy in motion. And another give to Derby, the fullback, trying to go off the right side, and not very much there. Maybe got a yard, depending on the spot. It'll be third down and about 2.
Number 75.
They will credit Ian Monahan with the stop for Prairie. Prairie runs a 4-4 defense. 4 linemen, 4 linebackers, 3 defensive backs. 2 wide to the right on third down and 2. Got to get it to the 33. Shark with the snap. Keeps it to the right side, and on the option has the first down. Faked the handoff inside, kept it around to the right side on the triple option, out across the 35 to about the 38-yard line, and that'll move the sticks. Gain of 7 for Tanner. Ball on the right hash, first down and 10 Bulldogs at their own 38. 6:56 and counting first quarter, 7-7 ball game. Bulldog first down brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. Howard wide left. Wingbacks both sides. Gravy in motion. Now motions back and resets. Now motions again. And a quick give to Maneri up the middle. He's got some room. Dragging tacklers again. He's got a first down across the 50 into Prairie territory.
Ball carrier. Stopped in there by
All the way to the Prairie 49. A gain of 13 for Cam Maneri.
12 yards on the play, and the Ottumwa first down. All at the 49-yard line.
You may be able to faintly hear the voice of the public address announcer in the background. And if you are a big state wrestling fan, it probably sounds very familiar to you. Prairie's PA announcer is one of the primary public address announcers at Wells Fargo Arena for state wrestling each year. I want to go over there and ask him to say wrestlers clear the mats, but that's probably not appropriate. First down snap and a counter give to Luke Gravy. Cuts back left side, but didn't have a lot of blocking there, and he only got back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10.
Grave, the ball carrier. Stopped in there by number 1, Connor Groff.
Connor Groff, a cornerback, given credit for the stop on that play. Second down and 10. And although Ottumwa's touchdown came on one bolt of lightning, a 42-yard run for Cooper Derby on Ottumwa's first snap of the game, the Bulldogs would like to have some long drives, keep that Prairie offense off the field. Second down and 10. Again, Howard wide left, wingbacks either side. Gravy goes in motion, and a flag will stop the play. It looked like they were going to run some play action. But Ottumwa will get dinged for a false start here. That'll make it second down and 15, and while Ottumwa does want to put some long drives together and maintain possession, you don't want to get behind the chains, and that's where the Bulldogs are right now.
5-yard penalty brings up second and 15.
Second quarter score, Davis County's gone back in front of Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont 14-8. Second and 15 back here in Cedar Rapids. Shark under center, Gravy in motion. And a give to Cam Maneri, a big hole up the middle, spinning, dragging tacklers, and he's close to a first down, not quite there. Got to the 40, needs a 39. But a gain of 14 on second and 15. Brings up third down and 1, and right now Ottumwa having a lot of success with that simple fullback dive. Now, Prairie's eventually going to have to tighten up there, but when they do, that's when Ottumwa can go to some of the other action off that fullback fake. Right now, third down and 1. Bulldogs to the line fairly quickly. Shark taking his time now, gets under center. Gravy motions. There's a snap. Give to Maneri around the right side. Dodged the tackler, got the first down.
Maneri, the ball carrier.
Looks like they'll mark him at the 37. We'll see where they put her down. Yep, the 37, a gain of 3 and a first down for Cam. Tate Jones on the stop, the linebacker for Prairie. Spells it Joens, kind of like Ashley Jones, the great Iowa State basketball player. Don't know if they're related or not, but they're both Eastern Iowa products. Too wide to the left on first down, single wing back left. Ball in the right hash. Prairie showing blitz. Shark fumbles it, ball is loose, and Prairie's on it. Ottumwa tried to fake it to the fullback and then get it outside, but that double A-gap blitz, two blitzers coming right on either side of the center, broke through, and the ball popped out and rolled away from any white jerseys, and Prairie gets on it. And Ottumwa now commits the first turnover of the game with 3:42 to go in the first quarter. Prairie takes over first down and 10 at their own 37. So good drive for Ottumwa, snuffed out. That's something that maybe Sharks got to read. I don't know if he can maybe switch out of the play call there, but you've got to see that coming and maybe alter your snap count or something. First down, they will snap it directly to Mikkel Taylor, and he doesn't get much. Ottumwa figured out quickly on the misdirection who had the football. Maneri and Derby both in there on the stop for Ottumwa. Gain of 3 to the 40, second down and 7. Clock ticking, 3:20 and counting, first quarter, 7-7 ball game. Prairie went for it on fourth down in their own territory in the opening drive, didn't get it. Ottumwa immediately scored. Then Prairie had a big kickoff return. That led to their touchdown. Little collision on the snap. The quarterback, Sullivan, keeping it. Ethan Renteria gets to him in the backfield. He falls forward for a yard, but a great play by Renteria, playing in his first game of the season.
Ethan Renteria.
And it'll be third down and 6. Third down and 6 for Prairie from their own 41-yard line. The Hawks like to run the ball, but they throw the ball a lot more than Burlington did last week. Man in motion, into the backfield, still wide out to either side. Play action, back to pass. Renteria dodges the man. Now he's a wide open Taylor down the right side. 45, cuts inside at the 40. McKinnon trying to bring him down. 35-30, he breaks away. 20-10, touchdown. Boy, Ottumwa nearly sacked the quarterback, Sullivan, but he stepped up from the pressure. Taylor was wide open just past the 50 on the right side. Stepped inside of one tackle, then stiff-armed McKinnon and took it all the way. That is a 59-yard touchdown pass. That is Sullivan's 5th touchdown pass of the year, and the 4th one he's thrown to Mikkel Taylor. .2:15 mark of the opening quarter. Again, Prairie spreads it out wide. Now we'll bring it in on the PAT. And again, Sawyer Slezak is the kicker. The kick is up, and it's good. Prairie 14, Ottumwa 7, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the Ottumwa fumble, Cedar Rapids Prairie needed just 3 plays to go 63 yards. Most of that came on the 59-yard touchdown pass from Cal Sullivan to Mikkel Taylor. Extra point good. Drive took a minute 27. Prairie 14, Ottumwa 7, 2:15 to go opening quarter. Jake Collett will kick it back to the Bulldogs. Kicking into the wind in this first quarter. It is a chilly night. It feels like an October football game. It's only September 23rd. End-over-end kick, and William Howard will let it go out of bounds. Free kick out of bounds. Ottumwa will get good field position at the 35 to start their next drive. First down and 10, 2:15 to go opening quarter. 54 degrees here in Cedar Rapids. Now, there is a chance of rain a little bit later in the evening, hopefully not until after we're done. I know some other games from our neck of the woods, back down in southeast Iowa, are dealing with raindrops tonight, but dry for Ottumwa up here in Cedar Rapids. First down and 10, ball on the 35. Ottumwa chooses the left hash. William Howard is wide left, short side of the field. Wing backs on either side. Tight end on the right, Braylon Griffiths. Wing back in motion is Chantalavan, and they'll give it to the fullback. That's Ethan Renteria getting his first carry of the season. And he's got 4 yards out to the 39. Renteria, last season, in the early part of the season, he was getting quite a few carries, and had he stayed healthy, he might have been Ottumwa's leading rusher last year. It's hard to say, but once he got hurt, Abaya Salema took over, and it was Salema's breakout game against Jefferson that solidified the job for him last year. Salema's still Ottumwa's leading rusher this year. He's getting his carries out of the wingback spot. Renteria getting that first carry of this season out of the fullback spot. Second down and 6. Chantalavan in motion. Counter to Salema up the middle. Big haul. 45, 50, 45, and tripped up from behind as he gets to about the 42, maybe the 41-yard line for a Bulldog first down. On cue, Salema on that wingback counter. All the way to the Prairie 41. A gain of 19 on the first carry all night for Salema. It comes with just over a minute to go opening quarter. Ottumwa down 14-7, but in Prairie territory for the third time already tonight. Tanner Shark getting the play in from the sideline. Prairie has play clocks, but they're apparently not functional tonight. They're dark at both ends of the field. So the play clock being kept by the back judge manually. Shark still looking to the sideline, now under center on 1st down and 10. Chantalamon in motion, back to pass is Shark, deep down the middle for Howard, it's intercepted. Ball a little bit underthrown, back to the 30, 35, and slipping down at the 37-yard line is Jack Wagamaster. That's Tanner's second pick of the year. He had Howard down the middle. The play was there, but Tanner might have been under a little bit of pressure there, just underthrew that ball.
It'll be 1st and 10, Prairie.
And Prairie, forcing the second turnover by Ottumwa in the quarter, takes over with 37 seconds left in the quarter. 1st down and 10 at their own 38. Sullivan sends his wing back in motion. The snap goes directly to Taylor. He has some room over the right side. Caught from behind by Maneri, but not until he gets out to the 46-yard line. And boy, a little bit of extracurricular blocking there downfield by the lineman Carter Dawley, who was, after the whistle, still trucking Luke Gravy all the way back at the Ottumwa 45. No flag on the play. Gain of 8 for Taylor. 2nd down and 2. And Prairie's going to let the clock run out. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Competitive first quarter for Ottumwa. The turnovers hurt, but they're only down 14-7. We're back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops, to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Noreen's way.
Start of the second quarter. Prairie with the ball, leading your Ottumwa Bulldogs 14-7. 2nd down and 2 Prairie from their own 46. And back to pass off misdirection to Sullivan, going deep down the center of the field for Apollo Payne, and it is overthrown. 3 defenders for Ottumwa were in pursuit. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2. So first play of the second quarter. Prairie goes for the home run ball, but Sullivan's pass too far for Payne, the 6'3", 190 junior wideout. And it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Hawks again from their own 46. Ball in the right hash. And now a flag as Prairie was shifting. Boy, that single wing formation means their linemen don't always line up balanced. But they're going to ding Ottumwa for encroachment here. And that'll give Prairie a 1st down. So that'll give the Hawks a 1st down in Ottumwa territory at the 49. Yeah, that single wing formation, they'll stack the formation to the side where that wingback lines up, and so the line is often unbalanced. The center may only have one lineman to one side and 3 to the left, 3 to the other side. Strong side of the formation is the right side on this 1st down play. Snap back to Sullivan. Counter play to the left for the wingback Casey Kelly. Ottumwa trying to string it out. He's to the 40 down the sideline and run out of bounds by Luke Gravy inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 20 for the wingback Casey Kelly.
By number 10, Luke Reeve. Gain of 20 yards on the play gives Prairie.
I really feel like I need to go over. Again, I have great respect for Prairie's PA announcer. Again, I love hearing him say wrestling, but he does not have an Ottumwa pronunciation guide. First down and 10, Hawks from the Ottumwa 29. And they'll stack the power to the right side of the formation. They fake a high snap. It goes directly to Taylor. He's around the right side. Thought he had a big hole, then Cooper Derby found him and hog-tied him at about the 21. It is a gain of 8.
He was stopped in there by number 44, Cooper Derby.
Gain of 8, second down and 2 as Prairie approaches the red zone, leading Ottumwa 14-7. .45 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Power to the left now in the single wing formation. And keeping it is the quarterback Sullivan, and he slips through a hole. Boy, it didn't look like he had much, and suddenly found his way inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Cal Sullivan with the gain of 12, and it's first and goal. Someone did a pretty good job on the opening series of slowing down Prairie. And then when Prairie went for it on fourth down and didn't get it, the Bulldogs struck immediately and took the lead. The first time Ottumwa had scored first all season, but Prairie now up 14-7. And as the variations in this single wing offense play out, Ottumwa scrambling a bit to catch up. Wingbacks on both sides in this formation, and a give to Kelly around the left side, makes a man miss at the 5, and he's into the end zone for a Hawk touchdown.
A.C. Kelly carries 9 yards for the Prairie touchdown.
For Kelly, that is his second rushing touchdown of the year. 20-7 pending the extra point, 10:29 until halftime. Prairie again with that spread out point after formation, and if they see what a certain setup, they may go for 2 from here, and they will go for 2 from here. Snap it to Sullivan, jump pass into the end zone, and he well overthrew his intended target. So the 2-point no good. 20-7 the score. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the Ottumwa turnover, their second of the game, Cedar Rapids Prairie goes 62 yards in 6 plays. The drive took 2 minutes and 8 seconds through the end of the first quarter into the second. Casey Kelly, a 9-yard touchdown run, 2-point try, no good. And Ottumwa trails Prairie 20-7. Jake Collett to kick it back to the Bulldogs here. Kicked his last one out of bounds. This one will be in the center of the field. It'll be taken, well, it's off the hands of Howard, but it goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So Ottumwa first down and 10 at its own 20. And this will actually be the Bulldogs' worst starting field position of the game.
First and 10, Ottumwa. Ball at the 20-yard line.
Bulldogs scored first after Prairie went for it on fourth down in their own territory and failed to convert. A 42-yard run on a one-play drive by Cooper Derby, but it's been 3 straight scores for the Hawks since. Ball in the center of the field now to start this possession. Howard wide left. Double wing formation. Shark under center. Chantalavan motions. And now comes back. That's a new wrinkle this week. Now Salema motions. And it's a quick give to the fullback, but there's nothing there. And it'll be second down and long, as that'll be a loss on the play for Cam Maneri. They'll mark him down at the 19, a loss of 1. Just waiting to see just where they'd give him forward progress to. Second down and 11. Prairie really starting to plug that center gap, that A gap on either side of the center after so many good runs by fullbacks for Ottumwa in the first quarter. Chantalavon in motion, and the option play didn't work as keeping it was Shark, faking the handoff to the fullback, but there were 3 orange jerseys there before he could even start running to the outside with Kobe Chantalavon, who was in motion from the wingback spot. Shark loses 2, and it's third down and 13. $9:15 and counting, second quarter. Ottumwa trailing 20-7 and behind the chains on this series. Third and 13 from their own 17-yard line. Bulldogs will have the wideout Howard tight to the line on the left side. Chantalavon in motion. Back to pass is Shark. Trying to get away from the pressure. Still looking downfield. Throws on the run. And it is incomplete. Trying to get William Howard in the flat. He was well covered. Shark under heavy pressure, and it's fourth down. Tough play for Tanner, left-handed quarterback, forced to scramble to his right. He did a great job of avoiding the sack. That initial read wasn't open. He kept the play alive, but in the end, Prairie had it well covered all the way around. Fourth down, and Abias Salema's on to punt. Punting into the wind, this will be difficult. Gets a snap, gets it away and off the side of his foot over towards the Prairie sideline and out of bounds. Boy, Salema just had to rush that off as there were 3 orange jerseys flying at him. And Prairie will take over with excellent field position. First down and 10 at the Ottumwa 31-yard line. It's a punt of only 14 yards. 8:40 to go until halftime, and the Bulldogs already down 20-7. Second quarter score, Fairfield and Keokuk tied at 3. Back here in Cedar Rapids, Prairie trying to get their linemen set. Man in motion, play action back, or no, that's a quick give up the middle. The motion in the backfield had me fooled. Ottumwa not too fooled by the handoff to Colin Velke. His second carry of the night. Renteria with the stop. Gain of 5 down to the 26. And you see why this offense is so effective at this level. You're trying to figure out which way the ball is going, who it's snapped to, which motion men you need to worry about, which ones you can disregard. And it has you playing on your heels. You're not up on your toes as a defense. Kelly in motion again. He'll get the handoff on the end around this time. Has the corner to the 20, outside to the 15. Flag down on the play, and that's going to bring part of it back. Kelly's still going. He's into the end zone, but this one's going to come back.
A penalty marker on the field.
Boy, Kelly was starting to celebrate with Velke, and then the PA announcer said penalty marker on the field, and that celebration came to an end. Apollo Payne was blocking on that side, the wide receiver, and he reacted immediately when that flag went down. He knew it was on him. It's a holding call. Now, it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and the flag is sitting at the 14-yard line, so they will back it up to the 24. So for stat purposes, at least how they should do it, is that Kelly would get credit for a 12-yard run. And then you back it up from the holding spot 10 yards, and that'll make it second down and 3 from the 24-yard line. Sullivan gets a snap. Fake the pass, now runs it up the middle, and he's got the first down. Found a hole off the right side there. Renteria and Maneri in on the stop.
They're coming in there by number 5, Ethan Renteria.
Mark the ball at the 17-yard line, gain of 7 for the Prairie quarterback. First down and 10 Prairie in the red zone at the Ottumwa 17. Prairie going 3 wide to the left here. Wing back left, one wide out to the right. Sullivan back to pass, pumps, now looks to scramble, hole up the middle, inside the 10, and he's tackled by Maneri and Cooper Derby.
He was stopped in there by number 44.
And that'll be a gain of 9 to the 8-yard line on the scramble, second down and 1.
For a gain of 9, that'll bring up a 2nd and 1.
Sullivan, I think, was going to throw it that time. Good job by Ottumwa in coverage, but then the pass rush left a lane up the middle for him to scramble for 9 yards. Again, 3 wide left, 1 to the right. Sullivan throws out to the left to Taylor in the flat, makes a catch, and he bulldozes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. His second touchdown reception of the night, and it's 26-7 in favor of Prairie. .6:41 until halftime. Second time Sullivan's thrown a touchdown pass to Taylor. Sullivan's 5th of the year. Sullivan's 6th of the year. Taylor's 5th TD reception. And they run the 2-point attempt, and this time it's good, so Prairie leads at 28-7. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
.6:41 to go, second quarter. Cedar Rapids Prairie goes 31 yards in 4 plays after Ottumwa had to punt while backed up. And Cal Sullivan hits Mikkel Taylor in the flat for an 8-yard touchdown pass. The drive took 1 minute 59 seconds. 2-point conversion good. Prairie 28, Ottumwa 7. On the out-of-town scoreboard, good ball game going on right now between Davis County and EBF. The Mustangs lead the Rockets 20-16 in the second quarter. Prairie about to kick it back to the Bulldogs. Again, Jake Collett is their kickoff man. And he sends a high end-over-end kick. And William Howard has it, drops it, picks it up at the 4 left side to the 5, 10, 15, spins, and he's taken down shy of the 20. And Ottumwa will take over first down and 10 with 6:35 to go until halftime.
17, Apollo Payne.
Apollo Payne given credit for the stop for the Hawks.
That'll bring up a 1st and 10, Ottumwa.
Ball will be marked at the 17.
17-yard line.
Let's see if Ottumwa can get that running game going again. Things were working early on. A couple of turnovers ended Ottumwa drives in Prairie territory, or this game might be closer right now. 2 wide to the right. Shark under center. And on the first down, snap gives it to the fullback. Maneri's got a hole up across the 20 out to the 22-yard line. Gain of 5, second down and 5 coming up for the Bulldogs. Ottumwa again without wide receiver Javen Rominger tonight. Second week in a row he has missed due to a concussion. So some of those 2 wide sets we saw in the first 3 games of the season have been absent. Now Salema's in the slot with Howard out wide on this second down and 5 play. And another give to Maneri, and he's just going to bull his way out towards the first down marker. He may have it. And they'll move the chains. A gain of 5 and a first down for Camineri and the Bulldogs. Brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa.
First and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the left hash. Howard again goes wide to the right. Salema slot right. Wingback on the right side as well. I think that's Chantalavon. It is. He's in motion. And, boy, another blitz up the middle when Ottumwa was trying to run that triple option. And Maneri, the fullback, is stuffed just as he was getting the ball. Ottumwa fortunate not to fumble there. Cam driven back.
He was stopped in there by number 52, Aiden Stockdale.
Where will they mark the football here? It's at the 25, a loss of 3, second down and 13. If Prairie's going to blitz up the middle, Ottumwa's got to get the ball outside a little more quickly here. Second down and 13. This might be the time for a quick pitch outside. Shark under center. And they'll fake the pitch and give it on the counter to Chantalavon. He scoots left, found a little bit of running room, then got hit at the 25. And he'll get forward progress before he's driven back to about the 27-yard line, gain of 2, third down and 11 coming up. Now we'll see what Ottumwa has in the playbook for this one. Third down and 11. And cannot tell you how much time is left on the play clock. Prairie's play clocks are not functional tonight. Ottumwa should have time to get this play off. Although the back judge is counting, but there's a snap. Tanner back to pass. Throws under pressure, overthrown, incomplete. Ooh, and a collision between two Prairie teammates there, diving for that overthrown ball. Shark wanted William Howard. Jack Wagamaster and one of his teammates went falling over each other, both diving for that ball, and fell incomplete, fourth down. Tanner was under pressure, kept backpedaling, trying to buy time for Howard to get open, and just finally had to throw it up there. And now Salema on to punt. Gets away a better punt this time, end over end, away from Kelly. It's going to take a Bulldog bounce into Prairie territory, and it'll roll inside the 40 and be downed at the 38-yard line. Prairie 28, Ottumwa 7. The Hawks take over first down and 10, 3:22 to go until halftime. The ball sitting again at the Prairie 38.
32-yard punt.
First of 2 straight trips to the Cedar Rapids area for Ottumwa football. Next week they mark it at the 39. I don't get that. The ball rolled all the way to the 38. Right down in front of us here. Anyway, we'll be at Kingston Stadium in the heart of Cedar Rapids for Ottumwa and Cedar Rapids Jefferson next Friday night. 3 wide right, 1 to the left on this first down snap. Sullivan, a backwards pass. They're going to throw this again. And they're going to throw it back to Sullivan. He'll make the catch at the 40, out to the 50. Cooper Derby's going to run him down at the 45-yard line. There may be a flag on the play here. I think Wagamaster, who's their number 2 quarterback, threw that ball. But let's see what the flag is. It's an illegal shift on Prairie, and so none of that actually happened.
The penalty, illegal shift on Prairie.
So it'll be first down and 15, take it back to the 34-yard line. Just saw Aiden Lord check into the game for Ottumwa, the senior linebacker. I believe this is the first time he's been healthy enough to play this year. Actually, he's lining up at defensive end. maybe outside linebacker. Either way, he's on the right end of the line. 3 wide right for Prairie, 1 to the left on 1st and 15. Sullivan back to pass. Has time, lobs it over the middle. Too tall, incomplete. Sailing over Apollo Payne on the right sideline. Coverage on the play by Braylon Griffith. 2nd down and 15. Cal Sullivan's got a good arm, but he has sailed a few passes tonight. 3:01, clock stopped on the incompletion, 2nd down. Ottumwa down 28-7. Prairie trying to drive for another score before halftime. Coming up at the half, we'll recap the scoring summary for the first half. We'll get an update from Radio Iowa News, Radio Iowa Sports. And we'll have a stat update before we kick off the second half. Sullivan fakes a short pass, that throws it left in the flat to Payne on a screen pass to the 40, 45, 50 into Ottumwa territory and knocked down. But that's enough for Prairie first down. Gain of 17 for number 17 for Prairie, Apollo Payne. Luke Gravy on the stop. Nolan Heller was in on the play as well. The sophomore now checks out for Ottumwa. And Prairie spreading it out, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Got an H-back on the left, Sullivan in the shotgun. Pumps, now drops back. All kinds of time, now steps up, looks to scramble. He'll get a few yards, broke 1 tackle, but then Renteria knocks him down. Shy of the 45, got to the 46, gain of 3 did Sullivan. Renteria having himself a game in his first start of the season. 2nd down and 7 Prairie. Ball on the Ottumwa 46. 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Sullivan looking right, throws it out in the flat. Back to get it is Taylor. And he tried to make Renteria miss, but Ethan having none of it. He grabs on, hangs on, the cavalry comes, and it's only a short gain for Taylor on that swing pass. They'll mark it at the 42. So it's a gain of 4. 3rd and 3 for Prairie. Clock rolling, minute 35 to go until the half. 3 wide, triangle left, 1 to the right. Sullivan rolling left, looking, under pressure. He's hit, and he's taken down by Cam Maneri. And that will not be a sack as he got back to the line of scrimmage. But it is 4th down, and Prairie's going to call a timeout here with a minute 13 to go until halftime. Timeout's brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
One minute, 13 seconds to go until halftime. Cedar Rapids Prairie 28, Ottumwa 7. Hawks have it 4th and 3 from the Ottumwa 42-yard line. About 41 and a half. It's really 4th and 2.5. And Prairie they're going to spread it out a little bit. They've got 2 wide to the right. Tight end and H-back on the right side. Sullivan in the shotgun, and that'll be a false start as one of the linemen stumbled forward there just as Prairie was getting set. So 4th and 2.5 becomes 4th and about 7.5. And now what do the Hawks want to do here? They've gone for it and failed on 4th down once tonight, and that led directly to an Ottumwa touchdown. And Prairie this time will send 2 wide right, make it 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Sullivan in the shotgun. Gets a snap, looks right. Now looks to scramble. He's going to be hit, taken down, and he's short of the first down. Only got to the 40, and Ottumwa takes over on downs. Good coverage downfield by Ottumwa.
By number 44, Cooper Derby.
And Cooper Derby gets Sullivan on the ground. Bulldogs hold on 4th down for the second time in the first half. And they take over with 1:06 to go. And they're on their own 41-yard line. Do you want to get adventurous here? Bulldogs do have 2 timeouts. I mean, there's really no reason not to. But we'll see. Ottumwa's not showing anything unusual in the formation. Howard wide left, everybody else in tight, 2 wingbacks. Chantalavan in motion. The counter to Salema, trying to cut back, spins out of a tackle, and dragging tackle. Boy, Salema runs a lot bigger than he looks. And he got out to the 45, a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6, clock rolling, 50 seconds until halftime. Ottumwa not in a big hurry right now. Renteria is going to check in from an area at the fullback spot. Ottumwa might run something similar here, see if they can't break something, and if not risk a turnover here that might lead to a Prairie score right at the end of the half. But we'll see. William Howard again wide left. Salema motions. And it's a give to Renteria. Big hole up the middle. He got to the 50, and he's driven back. And if they give him the 49, it'll be a first down. They're going to stop the clock with 18 seconds.
He was stopped in there by number 40.
And he is shy of the first down. The clock is stopped. I think Ottumwa called timeout. Brought to you by Marvin Bory with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 18 seconds until the half. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
What do you look for when choosing a bank? One that's locally owned with fast and friendly service from neighbors who know your name? Are you looking for a bank that is growing and gives back to the communities it serves? Is the convenience of reliable online and mobile banking important to you? Do you need knowledgeable lending experts who make it easy and are empowered to say yes? We have it all at Iowa State Bank in Fairfield. Bank with us. MyIowaStateBank.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
"18 seconds to go until halftime. Ottumwa has a 3rd and a short 1 from midfield. Trailing Prairie 28-7. Tanner Shark saying something to Salema at the wingback spot. There's a snap. Option out. Shark trying to get around the corner. He will not do it. He's tackled for a loss of 1, maybe 2. And will Ottumwa try to do anything on 4th down, or will that be the half? Looks like that's going to be halftime. So Ottumwa's played hard and had some good moments, but they go into recess trailing number 8 Prairie by a score of 28-7. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the first half scoring summary on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
What can be better than getting 2 things under one roof? Visit us at the Coal Palace Cafe and the Candy Caboose, located at 226 West Main Street in Ottumwa. Try something from our fresh, made-in-house menu of soups, sides, sandwiches, and more. Short on time? Call in an order to go. Walk right down the hall and get your sweet tooth fix at the Candy Caboose. Delicious old-school candy. Your purchase helps our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Visit us at the Coal Palace Cafe and Candy Caboose.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Prairie Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Prairie Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit PrairiePatchITServices.com.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
At Line X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line X spray-applied bedliner is ready for the long haul. Line X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line X of Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, and please welcome to the field the 2022 Prairie Hawks.
We are at halftime. Ottumwa High football on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Tough test tonight for Ottumwa on the road at number 8 Cedar Rapids Prairie. The Bulldogs scored first tonight, but they trailed the Hawks 28-7. Our halftime will be a little bit longer tonight because it is homecoming for Prairie. First half scoring summary, Prairie had the ball first. Ottumwa forced them into a fourth down situation, and after a timeout, Prairie went for it, dropped a pass, incomplete. Ottumwa took over on downs at the Prairie 42, and on the very next play, Cooper Derby on the fullback handoff took it 42 yards for a touchdown. First time Ottumwa had scored first this season. And the Bulldogs surprisingly leading the number 8 Hawks 7-0 with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Prairie then had a big kickoff return by Casey Kelly down to the Ottumwa 19. 2 plays later, Mikkel Taylor ran it in from 13 yards out, extra point good. Game tied at 7, 8:34 to go in the opening quarter. After an Ottumwa drive that got into Prairie territory ended with a fumble, Prairie needed 3 plays to go 63 yards. A 59-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Cal Sullivan to Mikkel Taylor took a minute 27 off the clock and made it 14-7 Hawks with 2:15 to go in the quarter. Ottumwa would again turn it over in Prairie territory, this time on an interception on the next drive, and then Prairie would go back down the field 62 yards in 6 plays, a drive carrying into the second quarter. Casey Kelly, a 9-yard touchdown run. They went for 2, didn't get it, and they led 20-7 with 10:29 to go in the half. Bulldogs went 3 and out. A short punt set Prairie up at the Ottumwa 31. They needed 4 plays to get into the end zone. Sullivan threw a touchdown pass to Taylor for the second time on the night, this time for 8 yards. The 2-point conversion good, and Prairie led it 28-7. Ottumwa would punt it again. Prairie would turn it over on downs, and Ottumwa would run out the half. So that's where we are with the Bulldogs trailing the Prairie Hawks 28-7. All right, on the radio side, we'll take a 3-minute timeout, then get your Radio Iowa News and Radio Iowa Sports. On the video side, we'll meet a few more of our great sponsors and then get it set up for the second half of tonight's football game. So keep it right here. Bulldog football continues on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
This is Nancy with Falvey Lumber. Come see the noticeable savings with the drop in lumber prices. Just in time for all your fall projects. Whether you're building a new deck or remodeling that bathroom you've been putting off, Falvey Lumber has you covered for everything you need. We've got 2 convenient locations, Marino Avenue in Eddyville across from the BP, and on Clinton Street in Albia just off the southwest corner of the square. Check out the progress on our new showroom at the Eddyville location. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
Introducing Low Price Lockdown at Hy-Vee. We're locking down prices on hundreds of your favorite everyday items. Prices are locked down for months and months on major leading name brands. The products that you like, the products that you want, and products that you'll want to stock up on. And all of the prices are locked down until we unlock them and lower them even more. Low Price Lockdown, only at Hy-Vee.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Ottumwa Glass, located on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa, is your one-stop for all glass repair and installation. This time of year, your windshield has plenty of things thrown at it. Pebbles, birds, and the occasional flying deer. Well, if you've had this happen to your vehicle, bring it to Ottumwa Glass for free estimates of your repair or replacement. If Bambi has made it impossible, they will come to you with guaranteed quality workmanship. They do home, commercial, and farm glass work as well. Ottumwa Glass on Gateway Drive across from O'Hara Hardware in Ottumwa, your full-service glass repair shop.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Welcome back to John Wall Field in Cedar Rapids, where your Ottumwa Bulldogs trail number 8 Cedar Rapids Prairie at the half 28-7. First half stats for Ottumwa on the ground. Cam Maneri, 9 carries for 44 yards. Cooper Derby, 1 carry, 42 yards and a touchdown. Abaya Salema, 2 carries, 23 yards. Tanner Shark, 4 carries for 4 yards. Kobe Chantalov 2 carries for 9 yards. Chantalov 1 carry for 2 yards. Ethan Renteria, 2 carries for 9 yards, and Luke Gravy, 1 carry for 0 yards. Tanner Shark 0 for 3 passing with an interception. Ottumwa 124 rushing yards and no passing yards. For Cedar Rapids Prairie, on the ground, their quarterback, Cal Sullivan, 9 carries, 51 yards. Mikkel Taylor, 6 carries, 42 yards. Casey Kelly, 3 carries, 41 yards, and was Colin Velke, who had 2 carries for 3 yards. Receiving, Mikkel Taylor, 4 catches for 77 yards and 2 touchdowns. Apollo Payne, 1 catch for 17 yards. Sullivan passing 5 of 8 for 94 yards and 2 touchdowns. Prairie, 137 rushing yards, 94 passing yards, 233 total yards in the first half for the Hawks. Probably the biggest number in this game is 2. That's the number of turnovers Ottumwa's had. Both turnovers occurred in Prairie territory, ending would-be scoring drives for the Bulldogs. Ottumwa might be right in this game if they hadn't committed those 2 turnovers, but instead they trail the 8th-ranked Hawks by a score of 28-7. The Bulldogs will receive the second half kickoff. Bulldog football brought to you by Berry Patch IT Service, supporting computers, laptops, and printers. Whether you're purchasing or needing something fixed, just give Dave a call at Berry Patch IT Service, 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. And by Pierce Fence, the only name you need to know for all your residential or commercial fencing projects. Contact them for a free estimate. Like and follow them on Facebook or visit them at piercefenceco.com. Prairie kicks it away left to right as we begin the second half. It'll be William Howard, I believe, at the 11, to the right side to the 15, trying to cut outside at the 20, and he'll get to the 22 before he's grabbed and taken back. And Ottumwa will take over for the first drive of the second half, first down and 10, 11:53 on the clock.
William Howard on the return.
They'll officially mark it at the 23-yard line.
By number 6, Cade Stout.
Cade Stout given credit for the Prairie tackle on the play, a senior linebacker. Ball in the right hash, first down and 10 Ottumwa from their own 23. Howard wide left, Salema slot left. Tanner Shark, the quarterback, goes under center. Now Salema's at wingback, he's in motion. They will give it to the fullback, and the ball squirts out. It's rolling 20 yards downfield. Prairie still not on it. Did Ottumwa somehow get that back? No, they did not. Boy, Prairie should have had that ball at the 40. It just popped right out of the hands of, I believe, Renteria and rolled about almost 20 yards. All the way to the 45. Prairie had like 3 shots at it, and the Ottumwa player came in at the end, and for a moment I thought the Bulldogs had the football, but they did not. Ottumwa's 3rd turnover of the night. And that play had some promise, too. Renteria had 5 yards and more. But that ball was stripped and then kicked way forward. Now the first down snap directly to Mikkel Taylor, right up the middle. And he's tackled at the 35-yard line, a gain of 10. And a first down. So from the 45 to the 35 goes Taylor for Prairie before Luke Gravy got him on the ground. I think Renteria will get credit for about 5 yards on that carry and then the fumble bouncing way upfield. But now it's first down and 10 Prairie at the Ottumwa 35. Sullivan gets the low snap, gives it on the end around to the wingback Kelly, and Chantalov stringing it out pretty well. They're going to force him out of bounds as Luke Gravy ends up pushing him out after Kobe chased him to the corner. Kelly did get 7 yards to the 28. And it'll be second down and 3.
Good for a gain of 7 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd and 3.
Ottumwa right now defensively. Matt Payne, Demetrius Renteria, Spoon, Dylan Forney, that 3-man defensive line. And on the second down snap, Sullivan back to pass. Doesn't have anybody open. Now throws it overthrown, incomplete at the 15-yard line. Intended for the tight end, Matt Hillman, on the play. Good coverage over there. It looked like either Braylon Griffiths or Luke Gravy were on the coverage. And one thing Ottumwa has done for the most part pretty well tonight has been man-to-man pass coverage. There's been a lot of times Sullivan's been back to pass, had time, but hasn't had anybody open. Clock stops, 11:01, third quarter. Third down and 3, Prairie from the Ottumwa 28. Wingback Kelly on the right side, short side of the formation. Direct snap to Mikkel Taylor around the right side, and he's met at the point of attack, trucks one player, and then is driven out of bounds, but not before getting a first down. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line, a gain of 7. Mike Kane on the stop that time for Ottumwa. First down and 10, Prairie just outside the red zone. Prairie lines up with everybody tight and now will shift into a 2 wingback formation. Kelly in motion, gets the handoff on the end around. Derby trying to chase him to the corner. Caught him from behind. Boy, Cooper Derby's speed will surprise a lot of people. Casey Kelly is fast. Derby ran him down from behind. It was a gain of 6 to the 15. Second down and 4. It seems, unless you're like right on it, it costs you a step to figure out which way the ball is going against this single wing offense. And even when you make a good play, Prairie's usually getting 4, 5, 6 yards. Direct snap to Taylor right up the middle. He's met at the point of attack and taken down. Good job by Ottumwa that time to stuff Mikkel Taylor for only about a 1-yard gain. Derby's in there again.
That made in there by number 44. Cooper Derby.
Renteria Spoon, the defensive tackle, also had a hand in that. Third down and 3. 9:50 and counting, third quarter. And Prairie up 28-7. Ottumwa, just when it looked like they were going to get a drive going, fumbled it away, their third turnover of the night. Now Prairie in the red zone. And Prairie went to do a shift, and Ottumwa jumped offside. That'll cost the Bulldogs 5 yards and a first down. At least we think it will. A little bit of discussion, but they will call it.
The penalty offsides against Ottumwa.
So first down and 10 Prairie. That'll move the ball to the 10-yard line, so it should be first and goal at the 10. And indeed it is. Sullivan gets a snap, gives it to Taylor around the left side. Ottumwa strings it out, and Cooper Derby with another tackle. Boy, he's going to lead 5A in tackles this year. I'm serious. Down to the 6 goes Mikkel Taylor, gain of 4. Second down and goal from the 6.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Obviously, the score not where Ottumwa would like it, but give the Bulldogs some credit. Not to take anything away from last year's team, but with the youth and the lack of numbers, plus the injuries they had. If Ottumwa didn't play this game last year, as we talked about, as on second down, direct snap to Taylor, trying to go over the right side, follows blockers into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taylor runs 5 yards for the Prairie touchdown.
6-yard score for Mikkel Taylor, his second rushing touchdown of the night. He also has 2 receiving touchdowns. 34-7 pending the extra point, 8:44 third quarter. Again, Prairie spreads it out. Are they going to go for 2 again? No, they will switch into the PAT formation. Sawyer Slezak to try the extra point. Snap good, the hold good, the kick is good. 35-7. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
What do you look for when choosing a bank? One that's locally owned with fast and friendly service from neighbors who know your name? Are you looking for a bank that is growing and gives back to the communities it serves? Is the convenience of reliable online and mobile banking important to you? Do you need knowledgeable lending experts who make it easy and are empowered to say yes? We have it all at Iowa State Bank in Fairfield. Bank with us. MyIowaStateBank.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After Ottumwa's third turnover of the night, Cedar Rapids Prairie goes 45 yards in 8 plays, 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Mikkel Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run, extra point good, and it's number 8 Prairie 35 and Ottumwa 7. Once again, it'll be Jake Collett to kick it away to Ottumwa. William Howard has done the returning tonight. He's back deep again with the Baya Salema. Left-footed Collett. Gets it in the air, end over end. This time it's towards Salema. He's got it at the 9. Picks it up at the 10. Makes one-man miss, slipped through. He's at the 20, 25. Oh, boy. And he got grabbed from behind and taken down at about the 26. If he had gotten away from, they're going to mark at the 25. He was across that. But anyway, he made like 3 men miss. And if he had gotten away from that tackle, he'd have been down the sideline. Good return by Abaya Salema.
16-yard return.
8:35 on the clock. As Ottumwa takes over at its own 25. And give Ottumwa credit. The point I was making before the end of the last Prairie drive. A year ago when Ottumwa had to cancel this game, if they had been able to play Prairie last year, it would have been a lot worse than 35-7 with 8.5 to go in the third quarter. It would have been running clock before halftime. And again, I'm not trying to knock the Ottumwa kids, as there's a first down handoff to Cooper Derby. I'm not sure he's carried the ball since his touchdown. Been a lot of work for Maneri and Renteria tonight at fullback. Derby gets 3 yards, and it's second down and 7. But last year, Ottumwa was younger. They had less depth, fewer numbers on both the offensive and defensive lines, and they were getting overwhelmed by better teams. Ottumwa was getting worn down here by Prairie tonight. Well, they took a yard away from Derby. Now they only give him 2. Ottumwa was getting worn down, but it's not what it would have been last year. This Ottumwa team is a lot better, even though the scores aren't necessarily showing it all the time. Salema in motion. Shark fakes the inside handoff, keeps it, following his fullback, dragging tacklers. Tanner Shark with a tough run. Out to the 28, a gain of 6. And it'll be third down and about 2. And we'll have a stoppage for injury here as trying to get up coming out of the pile and not being able to do so is Stephen Moore, a senior defensive tackle. And quickly the trainer and a couple teammates come over to help him off, and he's limping off. Now he sheds a teammate and says, I want to get off under my own power. They get him to the sideline, and we will resume. Third down and 1.5. The ball just outside the 33. Bulldogs have to get it to the 35. Salema slot right, Howard wide right, Derby the fullback. A lot of fullback work tonight for Ottumwa. All 3 of them, Derby, Maneri, and Renteria. Prairie showing a blitz. Shark looking to the sideline, now comes under center. Gets a snap, quick give to Derby, and he's not going to get there. Did the ball come out? Prairie says it did, but I think the refs are ruling forward progress had been stopped. And it'll be 4th down and 1 as Cooper got about a yard officially. 4th and 1 here, 6:50 and counting for our third quarter. Ottumwa down 35-7 and no sign of the punt team coming on. No reason not to go for this now. There's really nothing to lose at this point. Challenge your O-line to get you a yard. Cam Maneri is now the fullback. 2 wingbacks, 2 tight ends. Salema motions. Now comes back to the left wingback spot. Gets set, now motions again. And it's a give to Maneri. Jumps over a tackler, fighting for that 35-yard line, which he needs to the first down. This will depend on the spot, but from where that far side judge is coming in, I don't think he has it. Second effort nearly got him the yard, but he is a half yard shy.
Number 40, Sawyer Slazak.
And Ottumwa turns it over on downs. 6:17 to go in the third quarter, and Prairie takes over first down and 10 at the Ottumwa 34. All four drives, well, they're going to measure here, but he doesn't have it. All four drives here in this third quarter now will be starting in Ottumwa territory. That's not good news for OHS. And the measurement confirms what we could already see, that he did not have the first down. Prairie already had its offense on the field. The Bulldog offense was holding its ground, but the ball needed to get to the 35-yard line, and it was not there. Abaya Salema looked like he was slightly limping as he left the field. That might explain why he hasn't had as many touches tonight. I'm just speculating there a bit there. Sophomore linebacker Nolan Heller will check in here for Ottumwa, getting his second game of varsity action tonight. First down snap, and they'll give it on a wingback counter and right up the middle and through the Ottumwa defense and into the end zone for a touchdown is Cade Stout.
Cade Stout carries 35 yards.
And he goes 34 yards for the score. There's that wingback counter that Ottumwa usually runs with Salema. Prairie uses it there and Stout goes right up the middle for 6. Prairie will shift into the PAT formation. Slezak will try to make it 42-7, and if this kick goes through, we will be in the running clock rules as Prairie's up 34 pending the extra point. The kick is good. 42-7. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After Ottumwa turn it over on downs, Prairie just needs one play to go 34 yards. It's a 34-yard touchdown run by Cade Stout. Extra point good. Prairie 42, Ottumwa 7. And the running clock will be in effect after this kickoff. Going to the fourth quarter in Bloomfield, Davis County 26, Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont 16. Prairie will again kick it away to Ottumwa. Bulldogs scored first tonight, first time we've done that all season, but it's been pretty much all Prairie since. Ottumwa's turnovers have not helped. The short kickoff to the left side, it's going to bounce and be bobbled by Ottumwa and out of bounds at the 20-yard line. I think that was Renteria over there on the far side. Officially, they'll mark it at the 21-yard line, first down and 10. Ottumwa down 42-7 to Cedar Rapids Prairie, the number 8 team in Class 5A in the Associated Press rankings. Ball on the left hash for this first down play. William Howard wide left. Shark under center, and a flag comes out. Well, it was an early flag. Everybody was still kind of getting set. And they'll call encroachment on Prairie. So a free 5 yards for Ottumwa. It'll be 1st and 5 from the 26. Now, with the running clock in effect, that means that the kickoff went out of bounds with over 6 minutes on the clock. There's under 5 minutes before Ottumwa takes a first down snap, thanks to the penalty. Wing back in motion, and a fumble on the handoff. I don't know if Shark was giving it to Renteria or trying to pull it back. It came out. Shark falls on it. Loss of 2 back to the 24, second down and 12. Boy, Ottumwa just put the ball on the ground far too much tonight. They had the same issue last week against Burlington. Well, not second down and 12, second down and 7. It was first and 5. Two wingbacks. Ends are tight. Salema in motion. They'll pitch it to him out to the right. He's got blockers. Cuts outside, gets around one tackler, and kind of forced out of bounds after a short gain. I thought that had the potential to go for more.
He was stopped in there by number 42.
They'll mark it at the 29. It is a gain of 6. And it'll be third down and 2. Third and 2 for Ottumwa. The ball at the 29. Got to get it to the 31. Howard wide left. Wing backs either side. They'll send one wing back in motion. Counter to Salema. He's got the first down and more. Out to the 35-yard line.
Salema, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back 6-yard gains for Abaya Salema, and a Bulldog first down brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. 3:10 and counting, third quarter. Ottumwa down 42-7.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line.
Howard, the wide out, is tied up against the line of scrimmage for this first down play. Wing back motions, pitch it out left. That is Kobe Chantalavan, and he's out across the 40. Takes a hard shot as he's knocked down at the 41, but a good 6-yard gain for the sophomore. And it's second down and 4. 3 straight 6-yard runs here for Ottumwa. Do that over the course of a game, and you'll have a lot of rushing yards. Ottumwa's going to have a good night on the ground again. They had over 250 rushing yards last week. They had 124 at the half tonight, and they're running the ball well here on this drive. But again, turnovers. 3 turnovers in this game, and they were lucky to get another fumble back on this drive. Second down and 4. Shark under center. Chantalavan in motion, fake the pitch, give it to Salema, room up the middle, 45, 50, trying to turn on the speed inside the Prairie 45 and down to the 40-yard line for a Bulldog first down, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. Abaya Salema getting loose.
Stopped in there by Apollo Payne.
A 19-yard run for Abaya Salema.
It'll be first and 10 Bulldogs, ball at the 40.
And after a quiet first half, he's over 50 yards rushing on the night. Minute and a half to go, third quarter. Ottumwa down 42-7. First and 10 from the Prairie 40. Salema in motion. Quick give to Camineri. Room over the right side to the 35, to the 30. And down to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Another first down run brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. Gain of 12 for Derby. Derby has 3 carries for 56 yards. Remember, it was his 42-yard run that gave Ottumwa the game's opening touchdown tonight. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. First and 10 Ottumwa from the Prairie 28. Salema motions to the right. And they'll give it to Derby off right guard. Not as much room that time. Gain of about 2 to the 26. That could be the final play of the quarter. Give him the 25, gain of 3, second down and 7. I don't believe the Bulldogs have to snap it again, but they have time to do so if they want. 15 seconds, though, and they're still checking the play cards on the wristbands. 10 seconds to go. We'll line it up. Let's see if they get it off. Down to 6, Shark under center. Slama motions. And a give to Derby around the right side, and he is spun down as the quarter ends for a gain of 1 to the 24. It'll be third down when we return in 1 minute. Bulldogs down 42-7 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go: R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Ottumwa trailing Cedar Rapids Prairie 42-7. Running clock is in effect, but Ottumwa can actually turn the running clock off. They can finish off this drive. They have it third down and about 5.5 from the Prairie 24-yard line. Wideouts either side. Donald Golick is in the game at wideout. He's on the right side. Chantalavon in motion. Quick give to Cooper Derby. He had a hole, and then he got popped as he came through the line. It'll be fourth down. And an Ottumwa player is still down. Clock stops at 11:50 to go, and I think one of the Ottumwa linemen is slow to get up. Not quite sure who it is yet, but might just be a cramp as they're trying to stretch out that left leg, or maybe they're checking the knee. That, I can only see the shoulder numbers, and they're hard to read, but that might be Braden Larkin, the left guard. Talented sophomore, 5'10", 255 pounds. Hopefully this is nothing serious. He is a kid with a very bright future for Ottumwa football. Don't see a lot of sophomores starting on the offensive line. He's done a good job this year. Hopefully he'll get up and this won't be anything serious. Let's take a 30-second injury timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're ready to resume play. It is fourth down. And about 4 for Ottumwa from the Prairie 23. Braden Larkin up to his feet and helped off the field. Hopefully he's okay. He took a shot to the back of the knee. Ottumwa coach is showing me the replay real briefly. Hopefully he'll be okay. On fourth down, Shark under center. Salema motions, fake a pitch, swing it out to William Howard, and it's incomplete. Tried to set up a screen pass. Looked like Derby was running out to try to be the blocker, but timing of that play a little off, and Ottumwa on the second straight drive turns it over on downs. So Prairie will take over first down and 10 at their own 23. Well, that was a good drive for Ottumwa. It started at their own 21, but it fizzles out. as a mist has begun to fall here at John Wall Field. Looking at the radar, there is some light rain over where we are. It's not going to last very long, doesn't look like, but we will get a few raindrops before we're done here on this first down play. Big hole up the middle and gaining about 9 yards on the play. Prairie's got some reserves in there now. Bryce Cavitz, a junior running back, getting 9 on the play.
Stopped in there by Cooper Derby.
Will Phillips is now in at quarterback. 6'4", 185 pounds. He's had a little bit of playing time this season. Gets the snap, gives it on the end around to the wing back, and Cade Stout is brought down on the play by Ryan McKinnon, who again sticks his nose in there and takes on a player much bigger than he is, but Stout does have a first down.
Number 9, Ryan McKinnon.
Gain of 6 out to the 38.
First and 10, Prairie.
9:38 and counting, fourth quarter. Prairie with the ball leading 42-7. Ball on the left hash for this first down snap. Phillips, that's a direct snap, pardon me, that goes to Cavitz, and he's out across the 40 to the 43, a gain of 5.
Ball carrier. Tackle made in there by number 5, Ethan Renteria.
Ethan Renteria with the stop. Renteria, if he doesn't have double-digit tackles at the end of the night, he'll be close. Doing a good job from that strong safety spot tonight. Second down and 5. Some fans down below us. Again, we're on the home side here up in the press box. Some of the Prairie fans are starting to seek shelter from the rain. Give it on the wingback carry to, or handoff to Stout around the end, and he is dragged down sharply by Braylon Griffiths, but he does get to midfield. And that'll be another Prairie first down. Gain of 7.
Braylon Griffiths. Give Prairie first and 10.
And Prairie with some reserves in there, but even those reserve linemen are pretty big. They've got a reserve tight end in there, Braden Mahoney, who's 6'6", 225. That's a nice extra piece to have. Snap is bobbled. They give it to Stout around the right side. Cuts back, makes one man miss. Renteria pops him from behind. Gentalavan in on the tackle as well, but Cade Stout with a gain of 8 down to the 42.
Up in there by number 5, Ethan Renteria. Brings up a second and 2.
Second down and 2. And now Prairie changing up nearly all of their linemen. That was interesting. Some of their starters were still in there. 7.5 to go. And direct snap to the tailback Colin Velke, and he is met at the point of attack by Renteria and company. Demetrius Renteria Spoon also in on the tackle, but Velke does get 2 yards and enough for the first down.
Ethan Renteria.
Renteria will check out after doing a lot of good work. Tanner Shark comes in. Shark's been starting at safety the first 4 games, which is not ideal when he's also your quarterback. Now with Renteria available tonight, he hasn't played as much defense, but he's in there now. And they'll give it to Velke on first down. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, dives forward, and he's near a first down. Gain of 9 down to the 31. Ottumwa should have had him for a minimal gain, but a couple of missed tackles there. Mike Kane finally got him on the ground. Second down and about half a yard to go to get to the first down at the Ottumwa 31.
Ball at the 31.
Shark will check out, and I believe they brought in Marcus Johnson, a sophomore, now to play safety, has Ottumwa. Second down snap, and they give it to Cavitz, and he's got the first down. Not a lot over on the right side. Gentalavan gets the stop along with Camineri for Ottumwa. Cavitz a gain of 3 down to the gain of 4, pardon me, down to the 27. And our PA announcer is trying to figure out how to say Kobe Chantalavan. He announced number 15, and he's paused. I don't blame him. I struggled with that until I had a chance to talk to Kobe myself. First down and 10 Prairie from the Ottumwa 27. 5:39 and counting, fourth quarter. And they will give it to the wingback Cedar on the inside, and he breaks through to the 10 to the 5, touchdown. So wingback run up the middle, 27 yards, Stout's second touchdown of the night. And Prairie, after stopping Ottumwa on downs, goes 77 yards to add what likely will be the final score of the game. Prairie still in that widespread PAT formation. Now they'll bring it into a traditional point after try. Sawyer Slezak has made all of his point after attempts tonight, and this one is good as well. 49-7, 5:28 to go, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
What do you look for when choosing a bank? One that's locally owned with fast and friendly service from neighbors who know your name? Are you looking for a bank that is growing and gives back to the communities it serves? Is the convenience of reliable online and mobile banking important to you? Do you need knowledgeable lending experts who make it easy and are empowered to say yes? We have it all at Iowa State Bank in Fairfield. Bank with us. MyIowaStateBank.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Five minutes, 28 seconds to go. Cedar Rapids Prairie goes 77 yards in 9 plays, took 5:22 off the clock. Cade Stout, a 27-yard touchdown run, his second of the night, and Prairie leads Ottumwa 49-7. Jake Collett again will kick it away for the Hawks. Left-footed kick, high end over end. It'll be fielded at the 2 by William Howard. To the left of the 5, to the 10, has a seam, 15-20, 25-30. And he's dragged out of bounds across the 35. Good kick return by William Howard. Second week in a row, he's broken off a good one.
Ethan Renteria with the 33-yard return. He was
they announced Renteria on the kick return, but that was William Howard. First down and 10 Ottumwa. And they'll set this ball down right on the 35. Under 5 minutes to go. Again, a running clock in effect. Shark under center. Howard wide left. Salema motions. Hand off to the fullback, and a pretty good hole for Cam Maneri. And he'll get 4 yards out to the 39-yard line. Second down and 6.
Ball carrier. Stopped in there by number 21. Correction, number 41. Aiden Heisdorfer.
Aiden Heisdorfer credited with the stop for the Prairie Hawks. And next Friday we come right back here to Cedar Rapids to play Cedar Rapids Jefferson, this time up at Kingston Stadium. Haven't been there in a while. Last time we went there we weren't doing video yet. We've played Cedar Rapids Kennedy and Cedar Rapids Washington up there in the last decade, but not Jefferson. Ottumwa beat Jefferson last year 54-6. Chantalavan motions on second down, gets the pitch out to the left, cuts back, and able to make one man miss, but he's tackled at the 40 for only a 1-yard gain. And it'll be third down and 5.
Up in there by number 13, C.J. Wade.
Third and 5 from the 40, under 3.5 to go. Number 8 Prairie about to move to 4-1. Ottumwa about to drop under 500 for the first time this season after that 2-0 start. The Bulldogs are about to be 2 and 3. Howard wide right on this 3rd down and 5 play. Wingback motions. Option play, pitch it out to the right. That's Luke Gravy. Head of steam, 1st down and more. 45-50. Puts his head down. Runs over tacklers inside the Prairie 45 and down to about the 42-yard line. Good run on 3rd down for Luke Gravy.
Stop made in there by number 20, Tyler Andrews.
Gain of 18 on 3rd and 5. That might be Luke's longest run of the year. 2:34 and counting. Ball at the Prairie 42. Ottumwa spent a fair amount of time in Prairie territory tonight with 3 turnovers and another couple of drives stopped on downs, although one of those was in Ottumwa's own territory. 1st down here, Chantalavon in motion, and a give to the fullback on the triple option. Mike Kane with that carry.
He was stopped in there by number 18.
And he gets 3 down to the 39, 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes to go. Ottumwa has yet to complete a pass tonight. They've only attempted 4 of them. That's the exact same number they attempted last week. Did not complete one last week either. Don't know if they'll try one here before we're done. Chantalavon in motion. And it's a give to Gravy around the right side. Made a couple men miss inside the 30 and dragged down at about the 28-yard line. Gain of 11 and another 1st down for Luke Gravy and the Bulldogs. Brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa.
Stopped in there by number 13, C.J. Wade.
Minute 15 to go. Ottumwa on the Prairie, 28 going in, clock rolling, minute 10 to go. Ottumwa doesn't normally call timeouts here in this situation, but I really wouldn't mind them using a timeout to try to get the ball in the end zone here and finish on a positive note. We're under a minute to go. Chantalavon in motion. Give it to Kane. Nope. Shark kept it. Now pitches out to Chantalavon. Heading to the corner. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Kobe Chantalavon on the triple option pitch. Scampers 28 yards for the score, and Ottumwa does crack the scoreboard one more time tonight. That is Kobe's 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And a perfectly run triple option that time. I was fooled. I thought it was given to the fullback, Kane. Then I realized Shark had it, and just as both I realized it and Prairie realized it, Shark pitched it to Chantalavon, who used his speed to beat the Prairie defense to the corner. Now Juan Valdez on for the extra point. Gravy the snapper, Kane the holder. Good snap, good hold. And the kick is good. 49-14, one more 30-second timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center 24 hours a day, 844-430-8520.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa cracks the scoreboard for the 2nd time tonight. A 6-play, 65-yard drive took 4:08 off the clock. Kobe Chantalavon, a 28-yard touchdown run, his 2nd of the season. And Ottumwa now trails 49-14 with 46 seconds to go in the game. Valdez will kick it away to Prairie. Prairie telling their 2nd line of their kick return team to move up in case Ottumwa squibs one here. I don't think Ottumwa would onside one here. The game's too far out of reach. And Valdez, still he hits a low squibber, and it's fielded by one of the up men. Gets out to the 30, running left towards the 35, being chased, cuts back. And Luke Gravy will wrap up Colin Velke near the 40-yard line. 30 seconds to go. Again with the running clock, Prairie doesn't even have to snap it here. Their starting offense is walking back out on the field, but again, there's no need to even snap this ball now. And they're going to line up in victory formation, but now they're just going to walk back to the sideline. Again, with the running clock, no need to snap it. That's going to be the football game, the final. Prairie 49 and Ottumwa 14. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and wrap it up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course is your home for chef-inspired cuisines. This is Chef Michael, and I invite you to come discover the Wood Iron Grill. From the delectable food that we serve to the gracious hospitality that we provide, we are the destination for an unforgettable dining experience that promotes conversation, laughter, and friendships. Enjoy our warm atmosphere and our breathtaking panoramic views. If you're looking for extraordinary flavor and impeccable service, it doesn't get any better than the Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time. For hours and specials, like us on Facebook.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time to John Wall Memorial Field in Cedar Rapids, where your Ottumwa football team falls to number 8 Prairie by a final of 49-14. Ottumwa scored first and scored last tonight. Cooper Derby, a 42-yard touchdown run, opened the scoring. Kobe Chantalava on a 28-yard touchdown run closed it, but in between 7 Prairie touchdowns as the Hawks improved to 3-1. Ottumwa falls, or 4-1, pardon me. Ottumwa falls to 2-3. I want to thank all of our sponsors one more time: Sonic Drive-In, Meridian Credit Union, Bridge City Realty, Graphics Masters, American Family Insurance Agent Michael Taylor Moss, Iowa State Bank and Trust Company, Blackhawk Auto Body, Falvey Lumber, Champion Bowl, Gardner Collier, Reflection Studio, Mercy One Ottumwa, Roto-Rooter, Family First Chiropractic, R&K Body Pros, Lee's Photography, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa Glass, the Wood Iron Grill, Pierce Fence, Southern Iowa Mental Health Center, Barry Patch IT Service, William Penn University, Sonic Drive-In, and Marvin Bory with Shelter Insurance. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High football is next Friday night. We're back in Cedar Rapids, this time to take on Cedar Rapids Jefferson. Pregame at 7, kickoff at 7:30 on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Brian Goodvin, who's kind of had a tough week. Brian, I hope things are getting better. Again, a big thank you for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. I want to thank Cedar Rapids Prairie head coach Mark Bliss as well for being so prompt and getting back to us and helping us prepare. And a big thank you to Rocky Bennett and the athletic staff here at Cedar Rapids Prairie. Had a chance to call a few games here. Great facility, always fun to come up here, even though the scores haven't been very good for Ottumwa, but always appreciate the hospitality from the good folks at Prairie. Big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. And finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Football on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you next Friday night when Ottumwa takes on Cedar Rapids Jefferson. Until then, good night, everybody.